Hey everyone! Welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we try to make sense of the confusing world of corporate finance. But sometimes the numbers tell a story you definitely don't expect. Today we are looking at Koss Corporation, a company that makes audio products. We have their latest Form 8K here, which usually means something important happened. And we want to see what that something is.
If you like getting these kinds of clear, no jargon breakdowns of what actually matters in company reports, make sure you are subscribed. And if you want to chat about these findings with other finance enthusiasts, we have a Discord community linked in the description below. So come join us.
So, this is a current report filed on the 15th of October 2025. That is the earliest date related to the events reported here. It tells us Koss Corporation itself is the company we are looking at. They are incorporated in Delaware, have been around a while, and their main office is in Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Their stock is traded on the NASDAQ under the ticker Koss.
Now, the main reason for this filing today isn't about a new product launch or a big merger. It looks like Koss held its annual meeting of stockholders on the 15th of October, 2025. This was a completely virtual meeting.
At this meeting, a few key things happened. First, the stockholders elected new directors. We've got Thomas L. Dewar, Michael J. Koss, William J. Sweezy, Lenore E. Lilly, and Michael J. Koss, Jr. all set to serve as directors. This is standard procedure for an annual meeting, where shareholders get to vote on who will guide the company. Next, and this is something we always look at closely, the stockholders voted on the compensation for the company's top executives. This vote is advisory, meaning it does not legally bind the company. But it is a strong signal from the owners about whether they think the executives are being paid fairly for their performance.
The preliminary results show overwhelming approval for the executive compensation.
And finally, they ratified the appointment of Wipfli LLP. These are the independent auditors who will check the company's financial books for the upcoming fiscal year. Getting their approval is crucial for maintaining trust with investors.
Let's look at the voting itself. For the election of directors, the numbers are pretty solid. For example, Thomas L. Dewar received 48,33059 votes for his position, with only 99,124 votes withheld. Similarly, Michael J.
Koss got 48,63467 votes for, and just 68,816 withheld. These high-for numbers suggest strong support for the nominees. We also see a consistent number of broker non-votes across all director elections,
which are shares held through a broker, where the broker did not receive voting instructions from the beneficial owner.
Looking at the executive compensation vote, the numbers were also very positive. There were 4,867,911 votes in favor of approving the executive pay, with only 52,074 votes against. This indicates that a vast majority of the shareholders are comfortable with how the top brass is being compensated.
The ratification of Wipfli LLP as the auditor also saw huge support, with 6,612,922 votes in favor and a mere 14,271 against. This is a very strong endorsement for their accounting firm. It is worth noting that the broker non-voting votes for the auditor proposal seem to be absent, which is common as this is often treated differently than director elections. It is good to see such clear shareholder alignment on these key governance items. So, what does this all mean for Koss Corporation? On the surface, this filing shows a company where shareholders are largely in agreement with the current leadership and the company's governance practices. The strong votes for director elections and executive compensation suggest a stable environment, at least from a shareholder relations perspective. The ratification of the auditor also speaks to the company's commitment to transparency and proper financial oversight. However, an 8K report like this focuses on specific events, not the overall financial health in great detail. It is like getting a snapshot of a shareholder meeting and its outcomes. To get a real sense of Koss's performance,
We'd need to look at their more detailed quarterly or annual reports, those 10Q and 10K filings. This report doesn't tell us if they are selling more headphones, facing stiff competition, or if their financial performance is improving or declining. It is more about the internal mechanics and the relationships between the company and its owners.
given that this report is about voting outcomes, it doesn't reveal any major surprises or immediate strategic shifts.
The consistent voting patterns across all proposals suggest that whatever the company is doing, a large majority of its shareholders are comfortable with it. At least for now.
The question for us as observers is what lies beneath these calm waters. Are these positive votes masking underlying business challenges, or do they reflect a well-run company that is executing its strategy effectively? Without the deeper financial details, it is hard to say definitively. Ultimately, Koss Corporation appears to be passing its shareholder meeting with flying colors. At least in terms of governance and executive approval. They've got their directors in place, their auditors approved, and their executive pay given a nod of confidence. It's a good sign for corporate stability.
But investors will likely want to see this reflected in their actual business performance and financial results in future filings. Alright, that is our quick decode of the Koss Corporation's latest 8K filing. What is your take on these voting results? Do they tell you enough about the company's direction? Or do you think we need more financial meat on the bones?
Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this analysis helpful, please hit that like button and subscribe to Corporate Decoder for more clear and concise insights into the world of business. And remember, we have that Discord community waiting for you in the description for more in-depth discussions. Thanks for watching, and we will see you in the next Decode.